Alright, let's get started. So, today, we're going to be doing, I haven't really decided yet. I'm going to show you guys how to do loot for enemies, which is relatively easy. First things first, what we're going to do is we're going to we'll grab a player spawner. We're going to grab the Elimination Manager. We're going to grab the guard spawner. And we're also going to grab the creature spawner, the wildlife spawner. So, don't worry about the two camera things I got in my hotbar. We're going to put down our player spawner so we can spawn here. Then, Elimination Manager. We're going to get our guard spawner in. Get our wildlife spawner as well. And we're going to set these up. So let's say we're fighting and our creative enemies are robots. We'll want them to drop metal. And for our wolves, we'll want them to drop meat. So I guess we'll put a couple stacks here. There we go. We'll want some loot, some healing items. So let's throw some guzzle juice in there. So you can do this with mainly any, you can mainly do this with any item that's already in the game. Any of these, items here. You can even do it with weapons. And these are just the things that are gonna spawn out of the enemy. So, what I have done in my mode, I have a crafting system in my mode. So when I need crafting stuff to drop, I have them drop out of the Elimination Manager. So for this, we're gonna actually make two. Let's do three. We'll do three Elimination Managers, but actually I'm gonna delete these two because we'll just copy off the first one. So the settings we're going to want for our Elimination Manager are, we're going to go to all options and we're just going to go down the entire list. So enable that game start, yes, unless you don't want it to, you have a button or something you want to trigger, there you go. Number of items dropped. You can do it to where it drops the entire stack, or you can do it to a set number. So let's say we only want it to drop 5 metal every time, we'll do that. We'll put it on 5, that's how we'll do it. Valid on self-elimination, this goes more for players. So you can do this with players too, I believe, when the Elimination Manager, so that if you kill another player, rather than getting their loot that they would drop, you can just have them drop items. So in case you have a PvP map, you can do the same thing. You'll just do a few things different. We'll go through it. So target type is going to be the target of what you want dropping the loot. So when you kill it, what dropping the loot? So all types is just you kill anything. Anything that exists, it drops the loot. So all types is, you know, everything. You also have players only. So if you kill another player, that's what drops the loot. All creatures. Kill a creature from the creature spawner, it drops the loot. And then sentries, fiends, and then when you go further in, you'll get past the fiends, you'll get chickens. So those are that's your creatures. You can get every specific type of the creature, I believe. And then guards. You can do any guard, and you can even class your guards while in the guard spawner. So when it asks you guard type, you have, I don't know, all these options. I think it's like 8, 9, something like that. I don't know. But you can do them by class, kind of. It's kind of weird. Initial movement of item. I don't really know what this does. I think it when the loot drops, it can kind of toss out in a direction, or it can just sit there. I don't know. But I'll throw it a toss because I haven't done that one before. We'll see how it looks. Random drop. So random drop is, do you want it to cycle all the items that you have in, or do you just want it to just be completely random? So no repeats means if I put a shield potion, a bandages, and then a chug jug in there, does each of those, do you get all three first before getting a repeat? Before getting something different or something like that. So I'm gonna just do random because I feel like that's more fun, less predictable. Drop chance. So imagine this as a percentage bar. How big of a chance do you want this to drop off of each enemy? So let's set this to 10 for this one. Random spawn distance. We'll put this random spawn distance. We'll put it to 0.5. Let's just see, because I've never done this before. Run over pickup. Yes. So this means you can run over your items and you can just automatically scoop them up. Like when your friend vacuums up your loot, you can do that. Item scale. Leave it at 1 if you want big items. Ooh, excuse me. Item scale. Leave it at 1 if you want big items. Do you make it bigger? You can make jumbo items. I'm not gonna do that, but you can. Initial weapon ammo. You can put a number on how much ammo is granted when you get a weapon. If you loot a weapon, stuff like that. Spare weapon ammo. Spare weapon ammo. Same thing. You can kind of just tweak the type of ammo that you're given when the loot comes. Select a team. You can do it to a specific team so that it'll only activate when players of the team are eliminated. So let's say your team 1 and you want to target team 2, and that's how you do it. So you set this to team 2, and then if you're team 1, whenever you kill team 2, you get the loot. The selected team is for when you are killing players. So all it does is just, it's essentially your target. You can target a team instead of targeting a specific enemy. And then I think you can do the same thing with class. So you can target a specific class instead of a team. So in my mode, I have classes set up. So this is really nice for me because classes, are better than teams, I believe. You can get a lot more finicky with them, but that's up to you. To each their own. These two inverted settings, so right underneath invert, so invert selected team. It basically just inverts the rule. So this is useful for kind of like flipping the input. So if I had team 2 here, I invert it, it goes to like any other team, I guess. So stuff like that, I think. I don't know, I haven't really done that. Elimination penalty, you can put a penalty on. I've done everything I need to do. I'm going to actually tweak this real fast because I actually don't want elimination penalty on. And there we go. So now all we'll do is we'll drop our item in. But actually I'm going to copy this before we do that so that I can put different items in different ones. So we'll have one that just drops 2 guzzle juice. We'll have one that is the creature one that drops 4 meat. And then we'll have one that drops 1 guzzle juice. So as you can see, oh, and it went into that one. So yeah, it'll do that sometimes. Blah, 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 who cares? When you're dropping stuff in these, separate them. It's kind of, stupid. It doesn't like to do that all the time. But I guess this gives me a perfect opportunity to put gold in there instead. And I think I also said I was going to put some metal in there. So let's put some random number of gold in here. So let's do 5. We'll put some random amount. Let's do 5, 10, whatever I selected. So I selected 10, so 10's in that. And then we'll put some metal in this one. Let's do 200 metal. Oh god. Let's do whatever. 114 metal is what I put in there. So now we're going to get specific since I have them all. So we're going to go in. This one here will be for our guards. So we'll say any guard. So this is our guard one. This one will be for everyone, all types. And then this one will be specifically for our creatures. All creatures. Alright. So, we know these are going to spawn. We've set these up. Here's our player spawner. I'm going to set up to where my player has a fighting chance. So I'm going to give him a starting weapon. Alright, so we're starting a game. And I've got my class selector here. I'll show you guys how to do that in another video. But once they spawn in, which they should be spawning in. Alright, let's give it a try. So I got it to where I spawn. They should. As you can see, I have 114 metal here, even though I have infinite metal, infinite building mats. Got some guzzle juices and stuff, so So as you can see, they're dropping the loot that I put in them. For some reason, they're not spawning. I don't really care why right now. I mean, I think I tied it to my respawn. They don't want to respawn infinitely, but you get the gist of it. Boom, bada, bam. They spawn the stuff. So, nice. So that's all you basically got to do. Drop the stuff and the elimination managers, whatever you want. Do the settings. Come over here. Put your guards down or whatever, and those are your enemies. That's all you need to do, really. So, yeah. That's it for today's video. As always, go ahead and leave a like if I helped you out. Comment some questions on some things you guys want me to do in the future. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure my creator code is shown somewhere in here, but I just got one, so yay. Anyways, yeah, have a good one, guys. Well, that's it for today's video. As always, man. Who is this? Oh, hey, Gino. So the AC's still not on. It's still not running. Yeah. Mm-mm. Oh man, okay. I'll keep an eye out for it for sure.
Yeah, it's, I don't know if, usually when I'm going down the stairs or something is where I'm trying to look up the next call that I'm going on, so it might be on the hallway on your floor or something like that. But I like $170 in groceries all backed up, ready to check out.
Uh-huh. I've been
Yeah, it
there.
sucks.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it, man.
Alright, I appreciate it. We'll have you cooled off tomorrow, that's for sure, I promise.
Okay, thank you, man.